The whole point of being in a business is so that you can make profit, after which you can decide what to do with the money. And so if you're not really making a profit, then, well, you're not in business. And that means you're not going to survive for long. Now the question is, what are some of the things that you can do to become even more profitable? So in this video, we're going to talk about 4 things that you can actually do starting now to ensure that you've increased your profitability. And the first thing that you can do is actually finding the answer to this question. How fast do you provide solutions? Now look, we live in a world, things are changing, okay? We live in a world where speed is pretty much everything. It's no longer the case of the big eating the small, it's more of the fast eating the slow. Think about it. When the internet is slow, how do you feel? When you can't upload your picture faster, okay? All these things are kind of just pointing out to one thing, that people are now willing to even let go of their privacy in exchange for some fast service. That is why there are many apps on your phone that you don't really care what they do as long as they do what they're supposed to be doing. So the whole idea is, it's all about solution. So the faster you can provide a solution to someone's problem, the faster they're going to pay you, and the more they don't mind paying. Think about services like all these taxi app companies, Ubers and Taxify and Lyft and all that stuff, okay? The entire business model of Uber, they can say whatever they want to say, but the thing that makes it appealing is that you can sit in the office and do that to your phone, and taxi shows up, you get in and you go, rather than having to walk out there and wait for a taxi or for a cab. So the faster that taxi shows up, the better. So how fast can you provide solutions? How fast do you solve your customer solution? That's the first thing you need to ask yourself. Number 2, how fast do you act on customers' orders? You see, when somebody places an order, that amount of time between placing an order and getting that order depends on 2 things, which is, the other one is going to be number 3. But the first thing is how fast you process that order. So if it takes you 3 days to work on something, and then your competitor takes 1 day to do that thing, guess what? Your competitor is going to make more money than you. Okay? Companies like McDonald's, those people, they really want to process your order in less than 5 minutes. The faster they do it, the better. And so that's the thing. Number 3, the third thing that you need to figure out is, can you reduce the order delivery time? Okay, they placed an order, and when do they receive their order? Think of a company like Amazon. What makes Amazon so special? The faster they deliver your package, the better. And so if you have something like Amazon Prime, when you're talking about you can receive your order today, you order today, you receive it today, or you order today, you receive it tomorrow. If you can cut back on that time, the duration between placing an order and actually receiving that order, the faster you do that, the better. Okay? It's all about understanding your supply chain and figuring out areas that you need to improve on. And finally, which is actually important, is how fast can your users learn to use your product? Okay? The learning time. So if the system you're using is so complicated that it takes them, I don't know, many days to learn, they'll get frustrated. Personal example, I was kind of trying to sign up into Skype for one of my laptops. And I had to do like 10 questions, and halfway I kind of just gave up. Okay? And so things like Zoom and all those products, they kind of know these. Okay? So they're making it faster for customers to learn to use their products. So if it takes us more time to learn to use your product, then I'm going with your competitor. So figure out an answer to those 4 questions, and you'll start realizing that you're becoming profitable, or you're increasing your profitability. Basically, you're becoming more profitable. I'm Moses from Zerite Network, and I'll see you in the next video.